Lawmakers adjourned the second special session last night without any indication that Governor Abbott will be calling them back to accomplish the unfinished business. This is Thursday, September 4th, 2025.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Thanks for spending part of your Thursday with the Texas Minute. A California-based tech company is being sued after a data breach exposed the sensitive information of Texas students. More on that story coming up. A former volleyball coach charged with grooming and sexually abusing an underage junior high school student is now the target of a civil lawsuit, as well as the Lockhart Independent School District where he worked. The lawsuit accuses Aaron Aguilar of using his position as an education aide and volleyball coach at Lockhart Junior High School to physically assault a sixth-grade girl in a school locker room and then coerce her into silence. The lawsuit also alleges that one or more LISD employees knew or suspected that Aguilar had previously used his position to sexually assault one or more male students. According to the Central Texas School District, Aguilar was terminated due to job performance issues unrelated to any legal issues. Several organizations are suing the University of Texas system as a way to undo a new state law meant to counter disruptive activities on college campuses. These groups claim the new law goes too far. The law in question took effect earlier this week. It was designed to balance freedom of expression for students while establishing guardrails for the type of disruptive chaos that occurred at UT Austin in 2024. That was when pro-Palestinian protesters disrupted campus activities during the spring semester. The protest turned physical and approximately 100 people were arrested. The Campus Protection Act prohibits any speech or excessive conduct protected by the First Amendment on public university and college campuses between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. The Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression filed the lawsuit in federal district court in Austin yesterday. Among those represented in the lawsuit are the Fellowship of Christian Students, the Retrograde newspaper, and Young Americans for Liberty. Meanwhile, the Texas Society of Unconventional Drummers alleges the law may punish them for rehearsing or performing during those hours. One can only hope. A California-based education technology company is being sued by Attorney General Ken Paxton after a massive data breach compromised the private information of more than 880,000 Texas school children and teachers. PowerSchool provides widely used cloud-based software for K-12 schools across the nation. The company bills its platform as an industry leader in student data management and claims that its technology offers, quote, state-of-the-art protections to safeguard student and teacher information. Paxton's lawsuit alleges that basic industry-standard protections were never implemented. The breach occurred late last year and exposed a large volume of sensitive data, including names, social security numbers, physical addresses, disability records, medical histories, special education details, and even school bus stop information. According to the Attorney General's office, hackers exploited a subcontractor's account to gain administrative access and transferred vast amounts of unencrypted data to a foreign server. The Texas Minute will be right back.
America is at a crossroads. Now, more than ever, Texas must step up and lead the country. We don't have time to mess around. The only way to save America is with a strong Texas. You and I know this, but so do the enemies of life and liberty. Therefore, you and I have no choice but to stand up and fight. I'm Sarah Gonzalez, and to the enemies of liberty, I say, come and take it.
The Texas House and Senate have brought to a close the second special session of the summer called by Governor Greg Abbott. Although several big items on the governor's agenda were not completed, there's no indication that he plans to bring them back a third time. This second special session followed a tumultuous first in which House Democrats broke quorum for 2 weeks in order to block passage of a new congressional map. But when lawmakers eventually returned for this second 30-day session, that map was quickly approved and sent to Abbott's desk for his signature. Lawmakers did manage to move several of Abbott's other priorities across the finish line. Measures were passed cracking down on abortion-inducing drugs delivered through the mail, and they advanced the Women's Privacy Act in order to keep men out of women's spaces. And lawmakers restored the authority of the Attorney General to prosecute election fraud cases, a power that had been stripped away by a previous court ruling. Conversely, the push to end taxpayer-funded lobbying was once again blocked in the House, and the chambers were unable to reach agreement on how to regulate or ban consumable THC products. No property tax relief was even entertained during these special sessions. As reported yesterday, the Senate advanced a plan requiring voter approval before certain cities could raise property taxes, while House conservatives successfully amended that measure to apply more broadly across the state. The Senate balked at the change, and negotiations broke down without an agreement. You can find details on all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Aaron Anderson, Travis Morgan, Sidney Henry, and Brandon Waltons. The production duties are handled by Nick Shepard. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Now go make it a great day.